Alrighty, welcome to our live Zoom for reviewing our syllabus physical geography lab course. My name is Jeffrey Miller, and I am your instructor for this course and maybe others. I do teach the physical geography lecture as well. So actually, let me change my screen here so that I'm not looking sideways at you guys. That's better. So you may have me in that course also, just so you know, this course as well as the lecture are both required to fulfill the general education. I think it's the natural sciences or physical sciences, one of those main requirements. And by taking both the lecture and the lab course, you fulfill that for transferring to a university. So yeah, today I just wanted to spend a little bit of time kind of treating this like it's the first day. This class is asynchronous. So this is really a one-off unique opportunity. I told everybody that this was optional. And so, I see a small audience, which is totally fine. I appreciate those that came, and you're welcome to stay as long as you want. You can ask me questions at any time, just pipe up. It's easier for you to just kind of say something and interrupt me because I'm not really looking at the chat. And let's see. So that's our goal, is to go over the syllabus and kind of review Canvas and just kind of square away any questions. And I'm obviously recording this for those that aren't here so that they can review this session and get a lay of what's expected in this course coming up. So I'll go ahead and begin and share my screen with everybody. Okay, and here we go. So you should be able to see my screen with the Word document open here and my web browser in the background. What we have is our Syllabus 2021 Physical Geography Lab. I do teach this course at both Chabot College and at DVC, so it may look a little bit different. If you're from DVC, I'm showing the Chabot version here. The courses are, for all intents and purposes, exactly the same. So, the expectations, the exams, the labs, it's all the same stuff. It's just, one is at one place and one's the other. The dates are almost exactly the same. So what I show on the screen here should be pretty, synced up with what you've got going on. You can, I've noticed a typo. This is a 1-unit course. Haha. So this is a 1-unit course. The lecture is a 3-unit course. Combined is 4 units. At the university level, they usually offer this as one merged class for 4 units all at once. At community college, I'm not 100% sure, but my inkling tells me to give you guys a little bit of flexibility in your scheduling. They offer it as a 3 and a 1. Either way, to transfer, you got to have them both. So reach out to me at my email. If you're from Chabot, you can reach me at jmiller@Chabot College. If you're from DVC, it's J.E. Miller. Okay, not just J Miller, but J.E. Miller at DVC. Email is the best way to get a hold of me. I do not have a campus phone anymore. It's been quite some time since I've been on campus, so it's not really useful. But email me, and I try to get back to people within 24 hours if I'm available. I do have a busy life, but during regular working hours, I'm usually right here. So our meeting times and our meeting time and room, well, we will be a online virtual class. Okay, so this is a we don't go to the physical location, and we're asynchronous, which means that we do not actually meet on a regular basis. So let me kind of do my best to explain that in simple ways. I am not expecting you to log into Zoom on any regular time during the week. I will be posting the material for you and putting it on Canvas ahead of time. The lectures will be pre-recorded, or other tutorials will be pre-recorded, and videos will be, attached to Canvas. And your job is to go through the assignments week by week, at the pace kind of designed as the course is put together. So labs are either weekly or bi-weekly, and you'll have assignments, you'll have assignments, lab assignments attached to those modules. And really, being asynchronous, there's a couple advantages. Number one, time and convenience. You don't have to, like I said, be not only in a physical location, but you don't even have to be in the physical spot on Zoom with me. You can log in and watch the videos, practice, do this stuff on your own time at your own convenience. Now, with that being said, by the due dates, okay? So that doesn't mean asynchronous, because I'm not over your shoulder, and I'm pretty hands off. I don't really tap on people to say, hey, by the way, you're missing this assignment. If you miss it by the due date, it's missed and you don't get the points. So there is a little bit more of a personal responsibility on your end to work on this, and be diligent in making sure you get the work done on time. That's the biggest thing for me, just get the work done on time. And then obviously, as far as performance, do it right, okay? But I'm going to try to provide you every single tool possible and resource that I have in my toolbox to enable you to be successful in this course. If there's any questions about, like, what do you mean I don't go to class? Like, I don't understand, reach out anytime, okay? I often get students email me still after the first couple of weeks and say, when am I supposed to meet? Where's the Zoom, And I get it, it's different. I know that there are other courses and other instructors that have you sit and turn your camera on and all this kind of stuff. To me, it's really not, just my particular philosophy, it's not something that's of utmost priority for me, okay? I want to see that you do the work on time and do it right. That shows me that shows me that you learned and you took something away from the class. So, talking about when we can see each other on Zoom, I will have office hours every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, okay, at 12 p.m. And so you can use this link at any moment during that hour and join the Zoom. And it's really a free-for-all time of, I'm here. If you have questions or if you want to talk about something, join me, okay? Like I said, I have this class in more than one place. And so there's a lot of students to serve. Generally, I get one or two that show up every time. And unless there's an appointment ahead of time, really, it's kind of a first come. The other thing though, too, students usually show up with the same questions, so we can work through those as a group. But yeah, the best way to get the most out of me every week in a live one-on-one format is to come to the office hour, and come early, okay? Come at 12, right? And I'll be available for you. I'm there to answer questions and to help you and to, work through whatever it is. This course, the department, stuff about your major. I'm not a counselor, but, if you have other questions related to, like, how can I, I'm taking these courses and does it qualify for something over here? What's your advice on transferring to Berkeley? Or I don't know. I'll do my best, right? So anyways, yeah, I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I think I've explained the synchronous, asynchronous thing, office hours. Should be pretty clear. I've been talking for about 10 minutes in office, right? But your textbook is going to be supplied by me, and it's all digital. So you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to order anything. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to give it to you. Okay. And I have a digital copy of Physical Geography Lab Manual from Professor Michael Quinn, and it's actually I've curated this into a few different places. The majority of the lab work will come directly from this. Some of it comes just from me and things that I develop. But either way, I will be providing you the lab manuals each week, meaning that you'll have a different topic and you'll have a different, 10 to 12 pages, maybe, probably not even that much, honestly, of manual to work through. And there you go. So you could print the pages out. A lot of students do that. They print the pages out off of the PDF and they work through them by hand. We can go through some of that stuff in a minute here. So moving forward, just to give you a brief synopsis of like what this course is, okay? And we're here to explore physical phenomena as it relates to location and geography. It is geography. So this is everything about Mother Earth and how we can explore it in a more of a hands-on kind of approach. The lecture course is all the theory behind that, right? Like, why does it rain? Or why are the mountains this way? Or something else like this, right? Why are our coordinates plotted the way they are on a map? This course is, how do you plot the coordinates on the map and plot them yourself, or go in the field and collect this type of data? And so there will be a lot more. I mean, let me kind of back up for a second. A lot of the assignments are in the digital PDF from the lab manual, where you will be filling out. Some of it's math, some of it is looking at graphs and other things and kind of making determinations based on that. But there will be some computer-based, mapping-based type assignments where you are using computer software like Google Earth, for example, or other software, and you will be developing map type of data. Since this is geography, maps are part of geography. Yeah, so that's the goal of this, more of a hands-on approach compared to the lectures, the theory part. So let's see, we do say this is all Chabot here, but Geography 1 is Chabot, Geography 120 is DVC. That course must be taken at the same time or have been taken before. So actually, if you're in this course, you already know that. Anyways, I'm not going to go through all of these objectives. I've kind of already said a lot of that. What I want you to get out of the course is to learn the things in this description. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and scan through these if you want. You can certainly read through and get excited about what we're going to be doing in this course. Let's get to the nuts and bolts here, kind of important stuff to get through this semester, right? As I said, this is asynchronous. So I'm going to repeat myself again, just because this is extremely important to know. We will not have regular class meetings each week. The office hours are the only time that we could meet on a regular basis. And again, that's voluntary. You could show up every single Wednesday. That's fine by me. You could show up one Wednesday out of the semester. You could never show up. Doesn't matter. Okay. I encourage you to, because it helps to talk to me to reinforce whatever concept you're trying to learn, or it also helps to talk to other students that are in the office hour, because we're not in that room together physically, and there is something that gets lost in that. Okay, so I do encourage it. I will always be there, just open range there, but it's up to you guys to come in and participate if you feel that you want to. Your lectures and resources, the lectures will be, when I say lectures, they're more tutorials. I should put these as tutorials, actually. Let's see here. I'm just kind of rereading. Some of this stuff is a little bit redundant. This will provide students the opportunity to watch lectures. Well, I'll leave that there. There is, some topics have lecture behind them, and it's like bits and pieces that are copied over from the physical geography lecture class. Although this is not the exact same content, just so you know. Taking this class does not equate to taking both classes. But those will all be pre-recorded. The dates, when you look at those, they may not, I may look differently. And it's probably because it's from last semester or 2 semesters that I may have recorded that. Doesn't matter. It's all the same stuff. And it gets put out on YouTube. And then I copy it from YouTube and put it back on Canvas for you guys. So YouTube's great. You can watch it anytime, any device, wherever you are. Okay. Like procedurally, how this class works, everything will be broken into, the topics will be broken into modules. Okay. And modules will have these tutorials and lectures that will be part of a lab. Okay. And so labs are, the tutorials will help you kind of get you introduced into how to do the problems. So for example, say if there's a bunch of math problems for figuring out coordinates, I will go through and answer 2 or 3 of those for you guys to show you how to do the math. Okay. I'm not going to do all of it, obviously, but I try to do my best to give you the general instructions. Okay. Really, these are instructions. So yeah, you will complete the labs from the manual or whatever handout I provide for you. And these are just based on a module by module basis. I post everything on Canvas. It's up to you to print them. I don't hand out anything in paper, obviously. We're completely remote from each other. That's okay. But you will be submitting all of your work on Canvas unless otherwise noted. So that means I don't want to get 50 emails with attachments. Putting things on Canvas makes things a lot easier for me and for you. That's the hub to put all of our stuff. Okay. So like for labs, for example, let me give you, well, actually, I'll show you that when I get to Canvas. I'm going to stop for a second. I don't want to get too far ahead because I do have some kind of unique approach to this. But let's see. I know I say there, a rare instance, I may ask you to email me. That's fine. But in general, things will be posted and you will submit on Canvas. Let's see. Yeah, we will use the quiz. So I'm going to go over this momentarily when I look at Canvas itself. Let's see. Quiz questions or modules. Yeah, I'm going to come back to this section, okay? There will be 2 exams, okay? Additional things about the course. There will be 2 exams. And the exams basically are meant to review similar types of lab questions that you encountered over previous months. And so with that being said, the exams, there will not be an exam, a final exam that's cumulative. Instead, there's going to be a final project. Okay, so once we get through the first 6 labs, the first 6 labs, there'll be 2 exams for those 6 labs, 6 modules. And then the final 3 will be very kind of technology focused and computer mapping based type focus. And in that instance, you'll be doing some digital mapping. And upon completion of those, you'll be submitting a final map. And so this final map will be your final project. It's really a culmination of those 3 labs, the work that you put together in this mapping project, and you'll be kind of merging those things together as one final solution. So it's quite unique, and I know we'll approach this more when we get to it. I'm sure you have questions, but I will have more answers for you about the specifics once we get a little deeper into the semester. Not to say that I'm leaving it open-ended, but I have some ideas about how I want to implement this, and we just have to get a little bit of ways down the road before I have something on paper to give you. I'll certainly provide guidelines and a little, maybe even a video, or at least in writing instructions how to do it. But once you get through and start going through modules in this course, things will really start to align, I think. We will have, in terms of your grades, here's how points are broken down. There are 8 labs, 30 points each, 2 exams, 75 each, and then your final project is also a 75er, okay? So I don't do any curves or any other A plus, A minus, or anything like that. It's very straightforward, 90, 80, 70, 60, A, B, C, D, okay? And let's see, if there are any special needs or things like that, you can reach out to me. Make sure you coordinate with the campus's disability coordinator, and that should already be synced up before, to help so that I can help make accommodations for you. These other pieces of information, this comes from Chabot. DVC has its own versions of these, but I wanted to provide not just information about cheating, but also things about student conduct and special programs that are resources for you. Okay. Yeah, I put one last note. The above schedule and procedures could change at my discretion. I'm going to do everything I can to stick to this and make this as firm as possible. But if anything does change, like I add some quizzes or I take away a lab or I add a lab or something like that, I will certainly give you notice. I won't just spring it up on you and say, oh, by the way, tomorrow there's, this unknown thing is due. And you go, what the heck? I didn't even realize we were learning about that. I will always give you some type of heads up for what's coming in this course. All right. So I'm going to save that, close that. And I know, let's see, is it Janeda? Janeda is the only person in the audience. If you have a question, Janeda, you're welcome to speak up now. If you don't have to. Either way. And I'm going to go ahead and just move on. If there's anything you need, just let me know. We have a small audience today, and that's okay. I'm going to spend some time now on Canvas and overview this quickly for you guys. All right. Okay, so we're looking at the Chabot version of Canvas. DVCs is essentially the same thing, and the course will be outlined in the same exact way. Under our course information, let's just click on the first topic here, the first page. You'll see a link to this video here attached. So you can always come back and rewatch this, I guess. You probably don't need to watch it more than once, but this is here for reviewing the syllabus. Then the way Canvas works is you do this nifty little next, back kind of thing. And you just click through. There's my typo I need to fix that I need to re-upload. Again, this is a 1-unit course. Here's the syllabus for you. And it kind of becomes straightforward as you go through the course. All right. Next. Here's my office hour. You click this little button and Zoom will pop up for you. Okay. Again, Wednesdays, 12 to 1. If you need to reach out to me, if you need some one-on-one time and you can't make it at this office hour, please email me in advance and we could likely schedule something for that week. Okay. I know you're busy and I'm very busy as well. And so I just need a notice if you need time to chat about something. I'm here, okay? And I want to be as available to you as possible. But yeah, saying like, oh, I need to talk to you in 5 minutes. Are you free? Like, that's not gonna work, right? So give me some heads up, respectfully, as I would try to do for you. Anyways, this is how you reach the office hour. Very straightforward. You hit that button, boom, you log in, you're there, okay? Now, here we are on the very first module, and this is about calculating coordinates. So I'll always put together a little lesson and objectives page for you guys just to kind of introduce what we're going to work on in this module. Here, I actually kind of describe a lot more about the course. In the future, you'll see a little paragraph or so more about like, here's the topic at hand and some bullet points about that. And then here's your objectives, what you're supposed to learn out of this module, okay? For this example, we're going to be working with calculating geographic coordinates, okay? And so the way this works is I have my videos here. These are my tutorials that I put together for you guys, okay? And let's see, the following videos will help guide you through lab 1. So each one is maybe 5-6 minutes or so. You can actually watch it right in Canvas. Well, this one's 12 minutes, 6 minutes. Yeah, this is totally at your pace to watch these and kind of go back and practice. You're probably gonna have to watch it more than once, but it's meant for to help you practice and do the lab work itself. Okay. Now, with that being said, here is a sample of a lab from the lab manual, okay, that I'm providing to you guys. Introduction to latitude and longitude. So this is lab 1. And you need to start and read through the whole thing. I did make a note to you guys that the only questions that you will be quizzed on are actually from page 11 and 12. So I encourage you to do all of the work from page 1 through 10 in this example, because it will help you actually understand what we're doing. The quizzed questions will come on page 11 and 12. And so what I mean by that, the quiz, well, since this is a lab and you're not in a face-to-face environment, you would turn the paper in after you wrote all the stuff, and I would look at it and I would correct it and I'd say, good, okay, I record your grade, done. Well, we're not like that, right? So the best way for us to accommodate our remote situation is for you to work through these problems. Again, you could print them, you could write them on an iPad, whatever it is, okay, work through these problems, and then you will go to here where there's a quiz. And so the quiz will be the exact same questions that you just saw on the previous lab, okay? And they will be put together in a multiple choice format. So you do the lab first. You work through all the problems. You fill out all the problems. Answer everything to the best of your ability. Once you feel good about that, maybe you check in with me at the office hour to say, hey, is this working or whatever? You know, did I do this right or whatever? That's fine. Once you feel good and comfortable, you come over here to the quiz. You log into the quiz. Boom. Then you take the quiz and you fill out. You basically answer the same questions. Okay. And so, yeah, because they're multiple choice, you know, whatever you wrote down on paper should be pretty straightforward. Should be pretty obvious to you. But that's how it works. You get 3 hours to do a quiz, but if you've done this already on paper, it shouldn't take you that long at all, honestly, because you're basically just clicking through and picking the ones that you already know. Yeah, they will be the exact same, like I said, questions, except for a handful, because I'm not going to include the same ones that I put in the tutorial, right? I'll add some extras in there. So once you finish the quiz, let's see, I guess I didn't add my discussion board, did I? Or did I have you? No, I don't have a discussion. Let me back up for a second. Sorry, 1 second. I want to make sure I did or did not include one other thing. Okay, there are no discussions in this class. Perfect. So yeah, once you finish your quiz, that's it. You're done with that module. Okay, so you're done with that module, meaning that you can either, you know, depending on when you finish it, you can, you know, sit back and wait for the next module to open, do other stuff, whatever the case may be. I have our labs designed to run either 1 week or they will last either 1 week or 2 weeks, okay? Depending on, in my judgment, the severity and difficulty of, you know, how much time and effort it's going to take for you. In this first example, I have given you 2 weeks to actually work through this. So you do not have a quiz due until, your quiz is not due until September 5th, which is stamped right here, okay? And September 5th is a Sunday. You can sit down. It's okay. So September 5th is a Sunday, and all of the assignments, the quizzes or exams, or if there's other assignments that I have assigned to you, those will be due on Sundays. Modules will always open Mondays, and assignments will always be due Sunday, okay, on a Sunday. Not necessarily that I'm saying every Sunday, you have to keep track of that, and I will be populating this Canvas page week by week. So you will see those things as you go through at the course's pace. But I think that's kind of straightforward, right? Things open up Monday, assignments are due on Sunday. Okay. That's it, actually, everybody. So yeah, we covered the basics and the details and all the intricacies of the course, in my opinion. So I think we're good to wrap up. Are there any questions from the audience? I know you're here participating, and so I want to give you some time to ask if you have anything that you want to know.
Yeah, Professor.
Hi.
And I want to take your another class is Geography 121. Can I take this one?
Well, this course, so are you, I'm just showing what the Chabot version of this. Are you enrolled in 121?
Yeah.
You are enrolled in 121.
Yeah.
Okay. So
because this semester is my final semester, so if I didn't take the 121, maybe the transfer have some problem, you know.
I know, right.
Yeah, thank
okay.
you. So
Well, so as long as you're enrolled in 121, you're good. And are you saying you are enrolled or you are not enrolled in it?
I'm in the old. I already took the geography 120 in this semester, fall semester. Yeah,
Right.
so maybe I can take the geography 120 and 121 together.
So I'm going to end this session and talk to you offline about this, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to stop recording, and actually here, I'll just stop recording unless Janeda has a question real quick about the course.
Okay.
Do you have a question, Janeda?
I don't. I'm all good.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. So here, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and then Christy, you and I could talk about this.
Okay.